What's up, family? Let's talk. Today, we're going to talk about all the chaos that's going on. And we're not talking about the chaos in regards to politics and the hell that's going on in the country and everywhere else. We're not talking about that. I don't care nothing about that crap. Nothing. They can do whatever they want to do. And I mean that. I want to talk about the chaos, the turmoil that's going on up here, in here, with each and every one of you. That's what's important to me. That's what matters to me. The politicians and everybody else do out there, I don't care. I don't care. That's so far out of my realm of control, or it don't matter to me what other people do in that regard. What matters is how I live my life, how you decide to live your life. You can't control what everybody else do around you. It's like driving in a car on a freeway. All you have control over is your car. You can't control the other thousands of cars on the road. You have absolutely no say in what they do. You could get mad at them, cuss them out, give them the finger, and whatever. It ain't gonna change nothing. That don't change anything. All that you can do is control your vehicle. So it is in life. So it is in life. Stop stressing over what everybody else is doing. Stop tripping out over this political mayhem that we're living in. It's a distraction. Everything out there is a distraction. What matters is what's going on up in here. What's going on right here. See, if this is out of control, if this is full of chaos, then everything's full of chaos. You can learn to control this. You can learn to control this and live a peaceful, loving life. Even in the midst of all this hell. You can have peace of mind. You can have joy. That's your responsibility. It's nobody else's responsibility to give you joy, to give you peace of mind. If you're expecting that from your pastor, you're never going to get it. If you're expecting that from some teacher or some politician, you're never going to get it. If you're expecting it from a relationship, you're never going to get it. It's an internal thing. Again, it's you operating the vehicle. You are in control of that. And that starts with how you think. How you think. And what you think about. If you're a negative person, your whole life is going to be negative. Everything around you is going to be negative because you see through the perspective of negativity. All that you hear will be consumed as negative because that's the filters that you have in place. You are responsible for how you think and what you think. You can't stop a thought from coming to your mind. You're never going to be able to do that. You can stop thinking about that thought. You don't have to think on that. You don't have to dwell on that thought just because it comes to your head. And so every time something negative comes to your head, to your mind, you have a choice. You could think about it, dwell on it, or you could change the thought to something else, something more positive, something more loving, something more productive and beneficial to your life. Because what you think about, you bring about. What you think about, you bring about. So if everything in here is negative and toxic, everything out there is going to be perceived as negative and toxic. If what's in here is beautiful and grateful and just loving and compassionate, that's what you're going to see out there. You'll see some of the negative, stupid stuff, but you won't be focused on that. You won't be fixated on it. You'll see it like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. And just boom, you there it is. What you think about, you bring about. How you think, what you think about is, I can't stress the importance of that. I can't stress the magnitude of those two things. It's crazy because when you sit back and think about it, it's like, man, you look at the great majority of the stuff that's been pushed on social media. You look at the great majority of the stuff that's been pushed on TV and everywhere else, and it's negative and it's garbage and it's just stupid stuff. Why is that? Why is the music garbage? What you think about, you bring about. And what do I mean by that? All this garbage is being pushed. And that's what we consume for the most part. What you consume, what you think about, you bring about. How you think, what you think is going to be how you live your life. If you're in a relationship and you think that somebody's or the world is always trying to take advantage of you, or somebody's always got ulterior motives, that's going to be reflected in your relationship. If you're untrusting because you've been hurt and you're guarded and defensive, it's going to be manifested in your relationships. What you think about, you bring about. It's time that we learned how to think, what to think about. That is in our best interest. Because the crap that we've been taught hasn't really helped us. The crap that we've gone through and experienced, it's been toxic for us for the most part. And so we have to relearn how to think and what to think. So many of us are too arrogant. We think we know all that stuff already. We think that's like common sense. To each their own. My hope and prayer for you is that you find your life valuable enough that you'll learn how to think in a manner that is productive and beneficial to you reaching your full potential. You didn't come here, and you're not here just to be used and abused and beaten down and disrespected and taken advantage of. You are more valuable, more powerful than you realize. The planet needs you, needs what's inside of you. That's why you're here. There's something that you bring to the table. May you find that something and use it the way that it was intended to be used. I love you. Peace.